Welcome, and I'd like to go and review the three searching ranges and the zone control system with you to help you understand these concepts a little bit better. The key to perception is knowing what to look for. So what we do is we train our brain to do that by asking the right question. So for example, as we move to the next slide, it's a lovely romantic scene. There's a lovely couple, romantic lake. But do we see what comes after? Do we see the baby in the picture? Watch as we go and tickle the chin with the cursor, go tickle the toes, go find the fingers, play with the fingers, and then pat the baby on the head. But can you see the baby now that you know what you're looking for? That's the key to perception, is knowing what to look for and framing that with asking the right question to help your brain perceive what is important. Let's do a review of searching target area to target area. So where do you find targets? As far ahead as you can see, and that's an important concept. The target is as far out as you can see. The target area is the left and right to the space of the target, so that also is as far out as you can see. As in this slide, you can look out to the target area, see the road curving. The target would be the trees, but the road's curving, so we're going to focus on that. It's what's happening on the road that we want to see, or where we stop seeing the road. We can see our targeting path. We can see things that might affect our path of travel, such as other cars, the curve. So find line of sight path of travel conditions. Use your central and fringe vision to monitor what's going on around you. So the average driver only looks 3 to 5 seconds ahead. But for us, we're going to look to our target area. If you look to the target area here, you can see the curve up ahead. You can see the little intersection. You can see the school crossing sign as you bring your eyes back. See where that 3 to 5 seconds is? Your average driver is only looking that far ahead, and they're missing important information because just beyond is the crosswalk for a school zone. So we may not be able to see children who are waiting to cross there. So always look ahead. Look for the intersections on the side of the road, anything that might affect your path of travel. So again, look at your danger zone here, that 4 seconds away. Plan for what you might have to do before you get there. So again, NHTSA believes, or the research is out there, if a driver had one more second, had more time to see what was happening, we could prevent 80% of our crashes. So looking ahead makes a difference, as well as not being distracted in our driving. So we want you to build the habit of searching target area to target area. So search as far out as you can see the blockage, line of sight, blockage, hill crest, curve, whatever that might be. We would prefer to see it more than 15 seconds away, but the furthest out we can see it, the more information we can get, the better off it's going to be. So when we measure target area, it's simply as far out as you can see. Some material says 15 plus. That's misleading. So you want to be looking beyond that. We do measure space in seconds. An effective way is to pick an object and count 1001, 1002, 1003 to judge how far away you are from the object. It helps you adjust your speed, and it works in any situation. So it gives you the best information to control. And we'll talk about the three searching ranges in zone conditions. So there's 6 zones around the car. An open zone is one that you can drive into, that you can see into. You're not closed by 4 seconds. You've got more than 4 seconds of space, and you can drive into that. A closed zone is a zone that we can't see into, or the space is occupied by something else, or could be blocked by something else, and we can't move into it. A changing zone is one that goes from open to closed, or closed that becomes more complicated, more closed, worsening conditions. If it becomes more open, it's not a concern anymore for us. So we only worry about those that are closed. Here's some examples of line of sight path of travel changes. So what's in your target area?
Now, they see the regulatory sign on the right side of the road. Tell me when you think you're 15 seconds away.
Notice so that the curve is in our target area here. Watch what's changing in our 4-second zone.
That's why we look in the danger zone, isn't it? I look in the danger zone, isn't it? That was 15, but it's just, that's where you want to be sure that zone is still open before you move into it. Great lesson there. Tell me when you think you're 4 seconds from the next caution sign.
So looking through these slides, look at what the 15-second range is, what the 4-second danger zone is. We'll give you some more examples of the 3 searching ranges up ahead, and also what zones are open and closed. So look to your target area at the top of the hill. Bring your eyes back. And what is in your target area?
Really?
So 15 seconds away, check the related zones, the opposite, the rear, and the alternate.
Notice the traffic that's not moving very fast, or their brake lights are not moving. It's like,
And notice when we're about 4 seconds away. So checking the opposite zones, searching 15 seconds ahead, planning. So 15 searching principles. Locate your target area, evaluate its condition, determine the best approach, speed, and lane positioning to get there. After evaluating the target area, visualize your targeting path and look for potential problems or risks. Line of sight path of travel changes. And the tricky ones are the ones that can. The ones that do are easy to find. It's the ones that can, they're the ones that surprise us. Don't be surprised. And continuing along, When you arrive to a target area, search for your new target area. When searching target areas, a curve or a hill crest, search through the curve or over the hill crest to get the status of your path of travel. Find out what's hiding on the other side of that. It might be a surprise, and that might not be good. When approaching an intersection, look for open left, front, and right zones before entering. Watch for traffic crossing or entering the intersection in front of you. Before turning the steering wheel, turn your head in the direction to search for an open zone. We've been working on that pretty hard so far this year. Before changing lateral position, make an over-the-shoulder blind spot check or use a convex mirror. I would rely on the blind spot check, but always look before you do a sideways maneuver. Visualize the space your vehicle will occupy at least 12 to 15 seconds ahead. That's planning. That's knowing what's open and how you're going to manage that space to your advantage. Continuing on, check the rear zone before, during, and after taking a braking action. Very critical that you know what's going on behind you. If you have a closed front zone, check the rear. That's your opposite zone. There's the rest of them. And to summarize, we're going through kind of quickly here. Use zone control, and we're going to move to the zone control system very briefly. But you're going to see that it parallels the 3 searching ranges. In your target area, be alert. Find line of sight path of travel changes early enough. B, 12 to 15 seconds before acting, solve the problem. Check the opposite, rear, and alternate in that order to find the information you need to get the best speed, lane position, and communication. And that's what the ABCs are. And if you notice, we're kind of leading you up to that with some of the earlier video clips. But you want to be practicing this 3-step process with all of your closed zones. And with this process, you're searching target area, looking back along your path, and you're going to find, solve, and control. Those are the key 3 words for the ABCs of zone control. Use this process, and you will you'll have a lot of great driving experience. Thank you.